Doctors are stunned. Scientists can't explain it. People who were supposed to die decades ago are still here, walking, laughing, and living life like they're in their 60s. What's their secret? How are they defying aging while others struggle with disease? It's not what you think. And the answer might change your life forever, because these 5 simple things, ignored by most, are keeping people alive past 100. And when you hear the last one, you'll never look at life the same. Every day, people search for ways to live longer. Expensive medicines, extreme diets, dangerous surgeries, anything to fight off aging. Yet, in a small village in Japan, an old man wakes up, stretches his arms, and walks outside. He's 105. No medications, no hospital visits, no struggle, just a simple, happy life. Around the world, there are pockets of people living well past 100. Healthy, strong, and independent, and they all share 5 surprising habits that doctors still struggle to explain. Let's start with the first one. Secret number 1, the power of purpose. A 103-year-old man once said, "The moment you stop having a reason to wake up, you start dying." That statement might sound dramatic, but science proves it's true. In Japan, people call it ikigai, a deep sense of purpose that keeps them engaged in life. In other parts of the world, it's simply called having something to live for. The elderly who live the longest are not just existing, they wake up with a sense of direction. Whether it's tending a small garden, cooking for family, or teaching young people something valuable, they have a reason to keep going. That sense of purpose fuels their body, sharpens their mind, and keeps their spirit strong. Think about people who retire without a plan. At first, they enjoy the break. More sleep, less stress, no work. But over time, something strange happens. They wake up without excitement. The days feel empty. They move less, think less, and little by little, they start fading. Studies show that people who retire without a clear purpose age faster, experience more health problems, and in many cases, pass away sooner than those who stay mentally and physically active. Purpose is not just about having something to do, it's about having something to live for. Now here's the shocking part. Research reveals that purpose doesn't just prevent depression, it physically affects the body. People with a strong reason to live have lower levels of stress hormones, stronger immune systems, and healthier hearts. Even their cells age more slowly. It's almost as if the mind tells the body, "We're not done yet," and the body listens. So, never stop having a purpose. Whether it's learning something new, helping others, or even setting personal goals, staying engaged in life can literally add years to your lifespan. 2. The food they eat and don't eat. Imagine 2 brothers, born in the same town, raised by the same parents. One eats fast food, loves soda, and never thinks about what he puts into his body. The other eats fresh vegetables, whole grains, and drinks water. Fast forward 40 years. One is struggling with heart disease at 65, while the other is still going strong at 100. What made the difference? Their diet. People who live past 100 don't follow extreme diets. They don't count calories or obsess over every meal. Instead, they eat naturally. Real foods, mostly plant-based, with lots of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. They eat lean proteins like fish, nuts, and beans. And here's something surprising. They don't eat until they're stuffed. Studies show that eating just a little less, about 10 to 20% fewer calories, can extend lifespan. It's not about starving yourself, it's about not overeating. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The longest living people in the world don't avoid food, they enjoy it. They take their time eating, savor every bite, and often share meals with family and friends. This relaxed, mindful way of eating reduces stress, improves digestion, and helps the body absorb nutrients better. So if you want to live longer, don't just think about what you eat. Think about how you eat. Eat slowly, eat fresh, and eat just enough. 3. The liquid of life. A 102-year-old woman was once asked how she managed to keep her skin soft, her mind sharp, and her body strong. Her answer? Water, lots of it. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most overlooked secrets to long life. Dehydration is one of the biggest reasons people feel tired, sluggish, and even sick. Yet many people ignore their thirst and instead reach for coffee, soda, or alcohol, all of which can make dehydration even worse. The longest living people drink 8 glasses of water a day every single day. They don't wait until they feel thirsty because, by then, the body is already running low on fluids. Water is the body's fuel. It keeps the blood thin, flushes out toxins, protects the brain, and keeps joints moving smoothly. Without enough water, everything slows down. The heart has to work harder. The skin dries out. The brain struggles to think clearly. Over time, dehydration leads to serious health problems, from kidney issues to strokes. But here's something even more shocking. Simply staying hydrated can reduce the risk of heart disease, slow down aging, and even help prevent dementia. It's one of the cheapest and easiest ways to live longer. So if you want to add years to your life, start with the simplest habit of all: drink more water. 4. The shocking power of community. What if I told you that loneliness is just as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? It sounds extreme, but research proves it's true. Human beings are wired for connection. From the moment we're born, we rely on others for survival. Our parents, our friends, our families. And that need for connection never goes away. People who live past 100 don't just eat well or exercise, they stay connected. In small villages in Greece, Italy, and Japan, elderly people gather daily. They share meals, tell stories, and laugh together. They never eat alone. They never suffer in silence. Their sense of belonging is as important as their diet. Now think about modern cities. Many elderly people live alone. Their children move away, their friends pass on, and their social circles shrink. Days become quieter. Loneliness settles in. And loneliness doesn't just affect the heart, it affects the mind. Isolation increases the risk of dementia, depression, and even early death. The human brain is like a muscle. It needs stimulation, conversation, and love to stay strong. Without social connections, the brain begins to weaken, and the body follows. This is why loneliness is one of the most silent yet deadly killers in the modern world. But here's the good news. It's never too late to rebuild connections. Joining a club, volunteering, or even calling a loved one can make a difference. Even small social interactions like chatting with a neighbor or playing with a pet can boost happiness and lower stress. The longest living people know this. They prioritize relationships. They check in on friends. They laugh. They share their joys and struggles. If you want to live longer, don't just focus on diet and exercise. Focus on people. Because at the end of the day, love and connection may be the greatest medicine of all. 5. How they handle stress. This will shock you. A 109-year-old man was once asked, "What's your secret to living this long?" His answer was simple: "I don't let stress bother me. What happens, happens." And that's it. No expensive treatments, no secret supplements, just a mindset, a way of looking at life. Stress is one of the most silent killers of all. It weakens the heart, wrecks the immune system, and speeds up aging. But the longest living people don't let stress control them. They know how to let go. They accept what they can't change, and they focus on what truly matters. Think about the modern world. People stress over money, careers, and keeping up with others. They overwork themselves. They hold on to grudges. They carry anger and resentment. But the elderly who live the longest don't do this. They don't chase after material things. They don't compare themselves to others. They live simply. And that simplicity brings them peace. They know that at the end of the day, happiness isn't found in wealth or status. It's found in laughter, love, and a calm mind. Doctors have studied this for years, and the results are clear. People who handle stress well, whether through laughter, deep breathing, meditation, or even just walking outside, live longer, healthier lives. And it makes sense. When you're relaxed, your heart beats slower. Your body heals faster. Your brain stays sharp. The longest living people know that life isn't about being perfect. It's about enjoying the little moments, letting go of negativity, and finding peace in every day. Because in the end, stress doesn't just take away happiness, it takes away years. 6. Moving every day. When people think about longevity, they imagine strict exercise routines, intense gym sessions, and running marathons. But here's the surprising truth. The longest living people don't exercise the way most of us do. Instead, they simply move naturally, every single day. In Okinawa, Japan, elderly people squat to sit on the floor and stand up dozens of times a day. In Sardinia, Italy, they walk up and down hills tending to their farms. In Costa Rica, they do housework, garden, and stay active without even thinking about it. Now contrast this with modern life. Many people sit for hours, at work, in cars, on couches. Their bodies become stiff, their muscles weaken, and their health slowly declines. Sitting for long periods is one of the biggest silent killers of our time. It increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even early death. But the solution isn't complicated. The longest living people don't force themselves to work out. They simply make movement a natural part of their day. They walk instead of drive. They take the stairs. They stay active doing things they love. And here's something even more surprising. Gentle daily movement is more beneficial than extreme workouts. Over-exercising can actually put stress on the body, leading to injuries and exhaustion. But natural movement, like walking, stretching, gardening, and even dancing, keeps the body strong, flexible, and energized. The key isn't to push yourself to the limit, it's to keep moving in a way that feels good. So if you want to live past 100, don't just exercise. Make movement a part of your everyday life. 7. A positive mindset. Believe it or not, it changes your body. Did you know that your thoughts can affect how long you live? People who live past 100 share one common trait. They have a positive outlook on life. They don't dwell on the past. They don't let fear control them. They focus on joy, gratitude, and finding the good in every day. Negativity, on the other hand, is like poison for the body. Stress, anger, and pessimism release harmful chemicals that damage the immune system, weaken the heart, and speed up aging. Research shows that people who constantly worry are more likely to develop chronic diseases and even die younger. But those who have a positive mindset, who laugh often, forgive easily, and stay hopeful, live longer, healthier lives. Their bodies produce less stress hormones and more happy chemicals that boost immunity and slow down aging. Simply believing you will live a long life can actually help you live longer. It's called the mind-body connection. When you expect good health, your body responds. When you visualize yourself living strong and happy, your brain actually works to make it happen. So if you want to live past 100, train your mind to see the good. Smile more, worry less, find joy in small things. Because a positive mind doesn't just make life happier, it makes life longer. Finally, the secret to living past 100 isn't found in a pill, a fancy diet, or some complicated routine. It's in the simple, everyday choices we make, choices that shape our bodies, minds, and spirits over time. The longest living people in the world don't chase youth or obsess over aging. Instead, they embrace life fully, with purpose and gratitude. They wake up every day with something to look forward to, no matter how small. They eat natural, wholesome foods that nourish their bodies instead of harming them. They drink enough water, move naturally, and avoid the stress that slowly wears others down. But perhaps most importantly, they stay connected. They surround themselves with love, laughter, and deep human bonds that give them a reason to keep going, even in old age. Science has proven that these habits don't just make life more meaningful, they extend life itself. The power of purpose keeps the heart strong. The right food fuels the body for decades. Water cleanses and restores. Community prevents loneliness and keeps the mind sharp. Movement keeps the body flexible and pain-free. And a positive mindset? It protects, heals, and even reverses the damage caused by stress and negativity. So, if you want to add years to your life and life to your years, start today. Stay connected, move naturally, drink water, laugh often, let go of stress, and most importantly, never stop finding reasons to wake up each day. Because the real secret to longevity isn't just about avoiding death, it's about truly living. And when you live well, every single day becomes a gift. If you found this video helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love. Because everyone deserves to live a long, healthy life. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more life-changing health tips.